Wow, that's sick. Ooh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate bloody Bayern Munich fan channel. Now, I am sorry, I have not posted a video or live stream because it's kind of easier to live stream in a while. Reason is, I play football for my school, and season's over. That means we're back to Bayern Now, the Bayern Munich fan channel, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. So, let me bring that mic closer. So everyone's aware of what's happened. Tuesday night. Well, I guess for me it was in the evening. Bayern thrashed Tottenham Hotspurs 7-2. In an Englishman's words, that's peak blood. Nah, I'm kidding. Of course, that's actually crazy. That's super crazy. That's really crazy. That's really, really crazy. Like, that's so crazy. That's really crazy. But Bayern Munich thrashed Tottenham. They absolutely destroyed them. And Gnabry, Serge God Gnabry, got 4 goals and was it 1 assist? I don't freaking know. I don't remember. I don't need to care. But he got 2 goals in the game, proving why he deserves to be at the club. And not only deserves to be at the club, but deserves to be starting, okay? And let me be honest here. I did not expect this from this Bayern club, okay? I don't trust our players to go away from home, this set of players, and do what Robin and Ribéry have been doing for their entire careers at Bayern. We're known to upset teams when they're at their highest. We're known to upset them. Tottenham, top 3 team in the Premier League. We thrashed them 7-2. I can't wait till they come to the Allianz Arena in December, right? I can't wait because that'll be the last game, I think, of the group stages. We'll win the group. I mean, right now we haven't lost a single game, and I'm very, very, very impressed with the team. So the title reads, can Bayern win the Champions League after the Spurs win? First of all, before I touch on any of that, let me close in a few arguments that piss me off. Lewandowski is the best bloody striker in the freaking world. I don't care. Don't come at me with Suarez. Suarez went and scored 2 goals against a trash team while Barcelona were at home. Well, I guess it was Inter Milan, but still, okay? They were at home, and it was no 7-2, okay? And Suarez is just not where he was a few years ago, okay? Suarez cannot carry Barcelona. He needs Messi to carry him. Messi got, 2 assists or something like that? It was crazy. Suarez, out of the equation. Aguero, I don't know. Aguero, for me, is just kind of a one-trick. Well, he really has good finishing, but footballing ability, Lewandowski is better than Aguero. With the ball at his feet, Aguero I don't know. That's what Pep's criticism of him was that Aguero couldn't, do what a false 9 would, like Firmino. But Lewandowski, with the ball at his feet, can do magic. He can actually do magic. He can take free kicks. He can, score headers. He can, score some insane volleys. Lewandowski, with the ball at his feet, is a better player than Aguero. No other striker. Harry Kane, okay? You had these stupid Tottenham fans saying Harry Kane's better than Lewandowski. Harry Kane can walk into the Bayern starting 11 ahead of Lewandowski. People were saying that, and it pissed me off. Thank you, Lewandowski, because I've wanted to freaking embarrass these Spurs fans. Harry Kane is a 24-year-old prat who hasn't won a trophy in his entire career, okay? Tell me when the last time he won a trophy. I'll see. I'll wait, huh? When was the last time Harry Kane won a trophy? When was the last time he scored a goal in the Big 6 in the Premier League that was not a penalty? When was the last time, huh? When was the last time he wasn't injured? And weird thing is, when Harry Kane was injured, Spurs had better freaking performances in the Champions League and in the Champions League semifinals, especially against Ajax, where Lucas Moura absolutely thrashed Ajax. And not only that, when Spurs started Harry Kane in the final, guess what happened? Nothing. He couldn't get past Van Dijk. Our freaking Serge Gnabry has scored goals against Van Dijk with ease. But Harry Kane, what has he done? Okay, Lewandowski, when Van Dijk played against Lewandowski at the Allianz Arena, Lewandowski actually caused a lot of problems from Van Dijk. He would drop deep. He made Van Dijk work, and that's what a good number 9 does. Harry Kane just stands there and puts his hands up, or puts his head down, or shouts something, or with his weird looking hobby face. I don't care. Okay, Lewandowski will do things that a number 9 that wants to score should. He'll drop deep, go out wide, try and get on the ball. People think that's staying away from Van Dijk sometimes. That's not. It's getting involved in the game and helping your team, because it's not always about scoring goals. It's not always about you. It's about scoring goals and helping out your team. Lewandowski is the best freaking striker in the world, and he proved it. The one goal where in the 40 freaking fourth minute, where it's about to be halftime, when it's halftime, the person that scores before halftime, that's who wins the game. That's what I've noticed, right? Teams that concede right before halftime, even if you're 2-1 up, you're gonna lose. If we conceded a goal against Spurs before halftime, we were 2-1 down, we would not have won that game. Halftime mentality is great, because guess what? If you score right before halftime, the team talk of the other team isn't going to be about, oh, good job, guys. It's going to be, what are you doing? What is this? Okay? When you change the dynamic and the team talk of the other team, which Lewandowski did by scoring, then guess what? You just won your team the game. He scored right before halftime, and it wasn't no freaking penalty, okay? It wasn't no tap-in from 6 yards out. It was a freaking goal where, first of all, he created his own luck. Went over Ventongen, whatever they called the guy. It went over him with a little flick and crossed the ball into the box and got the awareness, pushed on aggression, and guess what? He didn't even have to look at the goal. My man just slaughtered it past Hugo Lloris. Faster than freaking Usain Bolt, bro. His reaction speed. Neuer-esque, De Gea-esque. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Lewandowski, best number 9 in the world. No one can argue with that. If you're arguing with that, you're a dummy. Okay? Alright, cool. I have to thank and appreciate the players that I thought did well that didn't get the recognition. Obviously, Gnabry, just a god. He absolutely thrashed Spurs all by himself. I think Thiago and Tolisso deserve a round of applause. Okay? They deserve a round of applause because Spurs were winning the midfield battle with just Tolisso. Now, people are going to say Tolisso is trash because he pretty much gave away one goal, or, yeah, he kind of did. He gave the ball away. People are going to say that. But the problem with saying that is that eliminates, you saying that basically eliminates from his incredible performance he had. He won the ball. He passed it. He moved it on. He was tenacious. He was tackling. He was getting in there in the second half when he had an actual midfield partner. And guess what? It was so good to see. Thiago, when he came on in the second half, we were controlling the ball. We were looking finessey, right? People always say Thiago doesn't perform in big matches. Look at that pass. That's Andrea Pirlo would be proud of that pass because it was such a. They gave him a few seconds, bang. They got punished for it. That's what happens when you give a great player the time and space to make things happen in the freaking game. So Thiago, round of applause. Tolisso, round of applause. Someone I thought did so well that people aren't talking about is Benjamin Pavard. Pavard played it right back in the first half, right? And then when Alaba came off, he had to go to left back, and he absolutely got one assist. He made stuff happen. He was there. I think he's probably a better left back than a right back because at right back, he's kind of conserved and trying to pass the ball more. Whereas left back, he was trying to make runs. He kept going. I don't know if that was Niko Kovac telling him you need to run more, but something worked because he was so energetic in that left back spot, and Kimmich went back to his right back spot. That's what I want to see. Okay, I don't want to see Kimmich in midfield. We have the best right back in the world. Okay, playing CDM. What kind of BS is that? I don't care if Thiago is injured. Put Cousin, I don't know. I just like saying that. But put in someone who's a midfielder. Kimmich, he might have been one of those players that can play anywhere. He can. He can play center back. He can play anywhere on the defensive positions, right? But he cannot, or even CDM, he can play. I saw an analysis. He's a smart player. He can play there. But the thing is, we're not getting the best out of him. Niko Kovac knows this. Kimmich got what? Was it 20 or something assists last season from right back? Guess what? I want that happening again. So please stop playing him at CDM. Second half, when we played him at right back, we looked a whole lot better defensively. The only thing is, we are suspect when it comes to defending because we don't have an actual destroyer in midfield. But I think with the addition of Tolisso and Thiago, or Goretzka and Thiago, we are. That's just, I don't know. You'll concede goals, but you'll also score a bunch because there's so much creativity in there. There's so much energy in there. So much like just Miastro in there. Thiago is a freaking. He can dribble anyone. He can make all sorts of skills. He can turn, do all weird turns. And then another player that I want to thank that did not get the recognition is Coutinho, Philippe Coutinho. People thought he did bad, but he's the reason we scored 7 goals. Let me tell you why. His position and what he does makes our attack fluid. We would not have scored that many goals with James, right? Even if Spurs was so bad, we would not have, right? Because James was a one-trick pony. If you noticed, right, even though it worked, James is still a one-trick pony. What James would do is he'd wait at the edge of the box, he'd wait for a cut back and for a player to run in, and then he'd chirp a little ball, and that's how he got a lot of assists. And his goals, he'll try and curl it into the bottom corner. That's what he does. Coutinho is such a tricky player because he'll want to take you on, right? Instead of James, where James would try and pass into space, Coutinho is going to dribble into space, draw a bunch of players to him, and then pierce a player through, or make one pass, and then bang, we score a goal. Coutinho, look at Thiago's assist. I saw a little analysis. Coutinho looked around 7 times in 10 seconds before he got the ball to pass to Lewandowski. What? That is so what I wanted. He's a number 10 that I don't know how we can replace Coutinho once he's gone. Kai Havertz, can Kai Havertz do what Coutinho does? And his footwork, oh my god. Damn. Coutinho's footwork is absolutely out of this world. There was a moment in the match where he got the ball, right? A bunch of Spurs players, like 3 of them. So he scooped to one side. They all got dummied and went to this side. And then he scooped again, and then scooped again. They fouled him, and we won a foul. And while we were being pressured, we won a foul. Just that small action alone slowed down the game. Spurs didn't know what to do. And then we scored 7 goals. Coutinho deserves so much recognition, and I just think he does. Only player on the pitch that I did not like his performance or saw absolutely nothing coming from him was Kingsley Coman. I don't know how, as a winger, you don't get at least a goal or an assist in a game where you score 7 goals, and your other winger partner gets 4 of those 7 goals, and your striker gets 2 goals, and you got Kimmich, a defensive midfielder in the game, getting a goal himself. I don't know how he didn't manage to get a single assist or get any involvement. I thought he was dreadful. He gave away the penalty, which, I don't really think I should be going at him for that. I wouldn't go at him anytime. I don't care. The penalty is fine, but it's just something that adds to it. But he didn't do anything. What did Coman do? Now, if you read my Twitter, I talked about how I wanted Coman to start in this game. I said because he is the future. I didn't want Perisic starting because what Perisic tells me is that, he's playing you, but you're going to leave, and you're not the future. That's what pisses me off about all of this. But Coman did nothing. Perisic, with what Coman was getting. Coman was getting crosses. There was this one cross where he just jumped in, and Coman could have won a penalty. It was a penalty. We could have scored more goals. I don't know. But I can't. I don't know. I feel like as a winger, in a match where your team scores 7 goals, you have to be in doing some sort of involvement. For me, out of 10, he got a freaking 4. Because we won, I'll give him a 6. Everyone else gets at least a 7. Our defense was perfect, but I don't think Boateng and Sula worked together. I don't think so. So Boateng, he wasn't comfortable. Like Lucas Hernandez is just comfortable. He'll win the ball. He'll press. He knows he can catch anyone. Not even Mbappe could probably outrun him. He knows he can do that, right? But Boateng is always reserved. He's not the old Boateng where he'll go and win the ball, or do a little weird body structure and then he'll deflect a shot or something. Boateng is just out of his element, and I don't think he can be a future Bayern player, or we can trust him in the future in big matches. So I don't know. I just think he didn't play well, but Sula dominated Harry Kane. Sula was getting on the end of everything, making good tackles, and he kept. We could have kept a clean sheet, apart from the fact that we got a penalty awarded against us and Heung-min Son. I mean, the only thing Spurs can be happy about is Heung-min Son. Now the Champions League. Honestly, I had the same mentality last year. But this year, it feels a little bit more reinforced. I thought last year was our year to win the Champions League, and I'm not wrong about that. It was. If we beat Liverpool in the game we had and go and have the same Barcelona draw, guess what? I guarantee you we would have easily beat Barcelona, because Barcelona were at the downfall. Liverpool had to come back, had to have a comeback just to beat Barcelona. We wouldn't have conceded 3 goals the way they did, because we would have probably controlled possession and stuff like that. But Barcelona and us don't have a good history. Either we destroy them or just they destroy us. But we would have destroyed them, right? That's what I think. The same mentality of us winning the Champions League last year sticks. If we beat Liverpool, we would have won the Champions League. There's no doubt about that. Because who would we have gone against in the final? Either Ajax or Tottenham, right? Look at that. Well, obviously, if Liverpool, yeah. So Ajax or Tottenham, we're beating Tottenham every day. I mean, duh. And we're gonna beat Ajax, because I think Ajax could beat us, but they wouldn't have had the mentality we had, because we'd been in finals. We have players that have freaking won all sorts of trophies in their careers and know how to play in big matches. We would have won the Champions League last year if we beat Liverpool. That's a guarantee. Barcelona wouldn't have given us a threat because they weren't in their best either. Barcelona lost to Liverpool because they couldn't defend. Crap. They were look the little corner that Liverpool did. I've thought about it. A lot of people try that, but it never works. Why didn't it work? Because the other teams are attentive. They're sharp, right? The Barcelona defense, the entire little corner, we're all looking around trying to you should be looking at the corner to find out when the corner is being taken. And it was the only guy who was paying attention was Busquets, and Busquets was in his position. And you see, Busquets was the one rushing to come stop the cross. And I just think Barcelona wouldn't have beaten us, and if we beat Liverpool, we would have won the Champions League. And this year, I feel the exact same way. We beat Spurs, but that's not really why I'm saying this. I'm saying this because who's gonna win the Champions League, huh? So you got Liverpool, who look like they cannot be beaten, but then Napoli just turns them over in like 10 minutes and beats them 2-0 with a Liverpool mistake. Liverpool look unbeatable, but here's the reality of Liverpool. They're gonna win a lot of games, like this first half of their season, right? They're gonna win a lot of games. They're not gonna get beaten a lot. But here's the thing. They're playing so well because one, zero injuries. They don't get injuries that often. Now, of course, it's because they pick players that are not injury prone and stuff like that. That's great. But once they get a major injury to, let's say, Salah or Mane, the whole team morale not only drops, but then you have to put in a player like Shaqiri. What if Shaqiri is not up to par? Okay, cool. What if it's Fabinho? Then now you have to play Henderson. Henderson's not as technically, into the tackle as Fabinho. What if Van Dijk gets injured? You're fudged, okay? You are done for. What if Robertson gets injured? Half your assist is gone. Alexander Arnold gets injured. Half your assist is gone. My problem with Liverpool, I guess not a problem, I'm not a fan, but the thing I see Liverpool fans that I think they should be concerned about is that they did not spend a dime in the transfer window. They promoted a few youth players, but they should have spent more money to bringing reinforcements. Bruno Fernandes would have been a perfect replacement for someone like Henderson or Milner, because honestly, he's a midfield runner and he can carry the ball and win youth games. So the thing is, Liverpool is the only team that I can see that gets to the final this year. Man City, the thing with Man City is anyone can beat City. Like that's how I feel, honestly. One, they have Laporte out for pretty much the season. Sane is out, right? Stones is out now. I think for a few weeks or something like that. And now they have to make a makeshift defense. City could easily lose to us or any big European team as long as that team knows what they're doing. The thing with City is you have to play them like they'll play you. You have to press them high, like Norwich did. Norwich beat City very comfortably, honestly, because City will score their goals, right? But you have to attack the crap out of them. That's how you beat City. City already have the mentality. They were losing the Premier League by 10 points and kept their mentality and won it by 1 point. City won't be bottlers like Spurs. City will keep their composure. So the only way to beat them is to push hard and work harder than them. Chase harder than them. It'll be hard to do for any team that wants to beat City, but it's how you want to beat them. And you have to play good football. And Bayern, we are the perfect club to give Man City a little lesson, right? We've given Pep a lot of tiki-taka lessons. We have taught Pep how to play, right? Bayern is Pep's biggest weakness. Pep doesn't know this, but we beat Pep so much while he was at Barcelona. He had to come to Bayern to come like say, okay, cool, you guys win. I'm coming to you now. We beat Pep a lot, and one of Pep's problems is he doesn't know how to game manage bigger games. Against Spurs, City lost. Why? Because Pep was scared and played this weird system with I think a back three, and he missed his old system, and it was weird. Pep over prepares sometimes. So I think if you can hit City the way they'll hit you, you'll win. And those are the two teams, City and Liverpool, that can give you a challenge in the Champions League. Atletico Madrid, they could, but they're still in a little bit of a transitional period, right? You can't say João Felix is already world class. No. PSG, they're gonna bottle it. PSG ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, whoever comes up against PSG should be happy, because the thing with PSG is they have good players. They just don't have like that fear factor. They don't strike me with fear. If I hear Liverpool, I don't want to play them. I do not want to play Liverpool again, because the way they play is annoying. High press. It's just constant pressing, constant playing. I don't want to play them. Okay, honestly, I don't want to play Liverpool. That's the thing with Liverpool. When you hear Man City, you just hear possession, bam, 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 tiki taka, bam, 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 bam. Break your position. Next thing you know, you're down 3 goals. I don't want to play Man City. Okay, I want to play Juventus, honestly, because they're not in. The only way to beat Sarri Ball, stick a man out on his deepest line playmaker, and just press him high, and bang. Because Sarri Ball is not working. It's not that good. It's overrated. It's just Pep Guardiola's system, except it needs and requires players that are not as good. Okay, Sarri Ball is not very hard to beat, because a lot of teams beat Mauricio Sarri's team last season by doing that. What else? Those are the only teams that I can think of. Barcelona ain't doing crap this year in the Champions League. Inter Milan, they might get far, but they're one of those teams that you can beat. Like, you don't need like rocket science to beat Inter. Inter just have like that. They're a European giant, but they're still in the rebuild, and I don't see them coming and turning us over at Bayern. I don't know, but I think we can win the Champions League. It's been a long enough stream. Thank you everyone for watching. If you watched to this point, God bless you. Have a great night. Mia san mia, and peace.